So your energy's down the dumps. You don't have motivation to train. You feel like you're not getting stronger. Is adding more food the solution? I think that this is such an important topic because a lot of people believe that more food is the solution. I always pose this question: if more food was the solution, why don't you just eat 10 to 20,000 calories a day, work out seven days a week, 24 hours a day, and just never stop growing, right? There is a limiting factor. So I'm going to break down today exactly why more food doesn't necessarily mean better recovery and more growth, and when it does. If you feel like you're in a position where recovery is not optimal, your training numbers start to drop, your motivation, your sleep, those sorts of fatigue inducing responses. So they're a response to actual high fatigue. Food at that point is going to be too late to do anything because really what food is, it's going to be a source of fuel and it's going to be a source of raw materials to create things, right? So putting that aside, if you don't have the need for those tools or those raw materials, or you don't have the transportation mechanisms for them, you don't have the processes, you don't have the whatever you want to label it to actually put that food to use, it doesn't matter how much food you put into the system because again, food does not recover muscle, does not recover the body. It is just a component of that recovery, of that build, of that anabolism and the building of that muscle, so on and so forth. More than likely you're going to benefit from taking time off for training, taking time off for cardio, increasing sleep, changing those life factors. Now, where does increasing food does help recovery? Well, more obviously, if you're in a state of low fat content for an extended amount of times in a natural athlete, you might have lessened hormone production. In addition to other transports and things, cellular functions are important from fats. If you're in a highly depleted carbohydrate state, right, you're going to feel less energetic, you're going to have less motivation, even some brain fog. That's going to compile over time, or maybe introducing some carbohydrates help. Lastly, on the protein bit, of course, if you are sore for longer periods than normal at times, you feel that you're not able to recover, not seeing progress with your performance in the gym go hand in hand, it might be that you're deficient in protein as a nutrient. But generally, when we talk about should I eat more food to help recover, it's usually someone who's on a consistent training routine, who's not getting results, who's not seeing any progress anymore. They're sore for too long, they're not sleeping well, right? And they're trying the same things over and over and it's not working. Food is not the solution to that. Food will not overcome poor sleep. It won't overcome overtraining. It won't overcome undertraining. It won't overcome the stimulus that drugs drive. And that is really the gist of the point that I'm trying to drive home is food is a tool to be used as a material for the processes that you're creating, but it is not a fix if the body's being overloaded too much or having signs where it is undergoing too much fatigue and stress. If you found this information useful and you want to and you're seeking out one-on-one coaching with me, please feel free to follow that link down below in the description. In addition, if I sent this to you as a piece of information to educate you, feel free to DM me back to give you some more information on what my programs are. I design one-on-one customized training for anybody's goal, any schedule, any routine, any lifestyle, and I get my clients results.